right, here's the top 5 welterweight contender, Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. And I pause at calling him an overachiever, but there were a lot of people who didn't necessarily think that this man was going to vault into the top 5 and be the factor that he has become in one of the UFC's deepest divisions.
Well, when you're this committed, when you are so committed to your craft, and you have an iron will that you will be something special, you can accomplish anything. That's Belal Muhammad. When you talk to him, you get a sense that this guy believes that he's the best in the world. He doesn't believe it, though. He applies the work ethic to it to make himself and give himself a chance. It has allowed for him to be exactly where he is today.
And now he believes he might just be one win away from his first shot at the UFC title. We'll see how it goes for Muhammad tonight. All right, so Israel Adesanya obviously was mashing through the middleweight division until his rival Alex Pereira showed up. But as he gets back on the proving ground here tonight, DC, most people believe on any given Saturday night, this is still the best middleweight in the world.
Well, he's proven it time and time again. He has been the man for so long, it would seem hard for him not to operate in that space. But because he believes in himself, because he recognizes who he is, he takes wins and losses as good as anyone I've ever seen. But when it comes down to the X's and the O's, the guy in his fight ability, Israel Adesanya is as good as they come. A phenomenal kickboxer in much improved wrestling that allows for him to stay upright and make guys fight him where he needs them to.
Really seems as though he is getting closer to that mixed martial arts prime, to your point, in terms of putting all the skills together. Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, back in the octagon here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Belal. Remember the name, Muhammad. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so here's the oncoming welterweight contender, Belal. Remember the name Muhammad, and when he is not hosting a podcast with my twin brother Jason, he is disposing of UFC welterweights left and right. It has been an incredible rise to prominence for Belal Muhammad, and most of it has been rooted in his wrestling, in his grappling, in his ability to get these fights where he wants it, ideally on the canvas, and more often than not, when he gets you there, you can't get up. Making all these shots count. Oh, nice hammer fist there by Muhammad. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
Another strike gets through from the top position. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Good work from the top here by Belal Muhammad.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Oh, he's trying to pin that arm in the triangle now. Ooh, arm triangles in tight.
It's getting in very tight. It looks like he's trying to get this arm triangle. All he's got to do is get to the side, get his chest down to the mat, and he'll get the finish.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Muhammad's back in full mount.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
1 minute to go in the round. Muhammad's in half guard. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Side control now. Final seconds here. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Muhammad. Round 2 next.
All right, take a seat, bud. Great round. Listen to me. Breathe. Deep breath into that nose, out to that mouth. All right, perfect round. I need you to go out there.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway.
Fighter lands a nasty kick. Beautiful body kick.
Oh, man, this guy is must-see TV. How about the combination there from Israel Adesanya? Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Oh, uppercut. Oh, right hand. Nice leg kick.
Vicious combo there. Big right hand.
Oh!
And just misses with that big right hand. Looking to establish the jab here. Nicely done by Muhammad.
Nice leg kick. He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to keep that elbow tight and throw punches with his free hand.
3 minutes to go. He's looking for that left hand. Not there. Oh, a nice punch out of the break there after he had caught the leg. So he is really starting to put it all together now and clearly seems to have found the timing of his opponent. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round 1. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round.
Good takedown defense by Israel.
Oh, really good job by him there to raise the guard, DC, and block those shots coming his way.
He does
Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that move. Oh, nice right hand.
Big head kick. Oh, man, how is he standing? Brutal knee to the body. Adesanya's knee strike is blocked. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. Oh, he hurt him again, bro.
Trying to finish this fight.
In the half guard.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. 20 seconds left to go in round 2. Seconds winding down in round 2. Israel Adesanya is looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship. Not much behind the takedown offering there.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Striking pretty well from the bottom here. Muhammad's in half guard now. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition. He's got to be careful here.
Muhammad's back in full mount.
Doing fine. Stay relaxed. Breathe. Posture and heavy shots. Go, heavy shots.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Oh.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Adesanya. And very effective with the ground and pound.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
All right, this position now, what we call the north-south. If you're the bottom fighter, what are you trying to do to get out of harm's way?
Man, it's tough on the bottom. It's very tough because everything hurts, right? It doesn't matter that they're not completely driving the shoulder in. It just, everything hurts. So you wait for your opponent to go to his next action. And when he does, you go and attack the hands. You get to your knees and you attack the hands with both hands and try to peel the lock so you can get to your feet.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Muhammad. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Oh, hammer fist here by Belal Muhammad. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Muhammad is able to flatten him out. We'll see how he chooses to proceed from here. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
Nice work. Everything's working here. All your punches are landing. It's looking good. I love it. Keep it up. Keep the pressure. Let's take them out.
All right, well, the crowd enjoyed those 5 minutes. DC, take us through some of the highlights from that previous round.
Face punching at its best. He loaded it up. He threw it straight. He threw it long. And over, that punch found the target. It allowed him to really dictate the pace of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 minutes. Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Oh, so the taller fighter.
Wow, both of them are landing massive shots.
Superman punch now. Back to his feet.
You heard him again.
Well, he's got his back now. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Win the scramble! Win the scramble!
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah. Oh, right into the mouth.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Adesanya.
Nice transition.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut is opened up.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Oh, reverses the position there. Nice transition by Adesanya. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other side.
Yeah, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4.
Stop.
Well, what a great round it was there. Concussive blows potentially on both sides. Both fighters got knocked down, and both will live to fight on.
Both of these fighters have dealt with adversity. Both of them understand that going into this next round, something has to change. I can dole it out, I can take it, but I don't want to be on the receiving end of any of those big strikes, especially the ones that put him down.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 5th and final round.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. Oh, nice kick. Oh, another one.
Oh, he gets back up. The question is for how long? All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon.
Oh! And mixes in a takedown. Why not? Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Belal Muhammad.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing. Beautiful ground and pound. And now he's got his opponent cut.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Muhammad.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Take that.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning.
Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangle.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Oh, good ground and pound here. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground.
Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Final seconds of this fight.
Stop.
All right, so an epic 25-minute championship fight here tonight, and it seems like the incumbent has done enough to retain his title.
They say every time you're fighting, when you're the champion, you get the biggest, baddest guy in the entire world. So, of course, it's going to be close. But I believe the champ did just enough to retain his title.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 48-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Israel Belal.